hope you're all well, and this seems like a totally random video, and it kind of is because I have been MIA from most of my social media. Tumblr especially, I've been really not active, and YouTube, I haven't posted a video in months, and I really miss it, but I really wanted to make this video to kind of explain where I've been and why I haven't been around. And it's been a lot of things. It's been a culmination of a bunch of different things, and I think it's finally time that I sat down and filmed this video. And it's super casual, super chatty. I got home from work a little while ago. I'm a little bit frizzy, it's raining, it's chilly, I have my sweater on, and I just kind of wanted to have a little heart-to-heart with all of you guys as to why I have been missing. So the first thing is I moved, and I don't know if you can tell by my background here and everything, but I have moved and I love it here. Michael and I moved in together, which was a huge decision on both of our parts, and it's been great, and I'm really, really happy that it has happened, and things are going really, really well in that department. But that did take up a lot of my time because we moved out of his place, and we also moved me out of my place, which was 2 separate months, and it was just a lot of different changes and all of that. And in the midst of that, right before we moved, about a week before, I had a little friend come into my life. This is my little friend. Her name is Pansy. She was 2 weeks old when I found her in a little box, and she required so much attention. She had to be bottle fed and all of that. She was blind and deaf when we found her, but she's doing well now. She is about 3 months old, and she is just the cuddliest little nugget, aren't you? Sweetest little baby, and I love her to pieces, and she's been like my baby, and she takes up a lot of time too. She needs a lot of attention, and right now she is kind of becoming a lot more self-sufficient, but she does really like being with us, so she's taken up a lot of my time as well. And of course, in those first few months it was a little touch and go, a little scary to have to like raise a little kitten all by herself. Oh, and there she goes. So that took up a huge chunk of my time, but she's been worth every second of it. She is my little girl. She is my pride and joy. I love her more than anything in the world. So that was a great part of why I was gone. On the downside, one of the reasons I haven't been around is I have been having a lot of issues with my body. As you guys know, I have struggled with my body image and all of that fun stuff in the past, and it's never really gone away. It's always been a huge part of my life, and I guess filming and everything just felt so wrong because I felt so uncomfortable within myself that it was really hard for me to sit down and have to be myself and have other people see me, and I just felt really embarrassed by my body and just really wanted to kind of curl up on like under the blankets and just never come out. And it was really, really hard for me to like even want to go outside, and nothing has really changed. I guess I don't feel quite so anxious about it right now, but it was just really taking a toll on me. It was making me so anxious and upset and just depressed, and I just couldn't figure out why, and it was eating away at me, and I could not for the life of me sit down and feel like I wanted to talk to anybody, let alone a bunch of people on the internet. And so I kind of just holed up and just didn't want to talk to anybody. And the last reason, which is another big reason, and it's not good nor is it bad, is my work. I have been struggling with where I am in my life. I felt very lost, and I think my body image has had a lot to do with that. I think that it's kind of an outlet for me to feel anxious about my body when I just feel lost and I don't know what else to think. Is I hone in on my own internal feelings, and then I kind of want to ball up and want to hide from the world, and I want to make my body as small as possible and just not want to talk to anybody. And it's not a great way to cope, but it is my knee-jerk coping reaction, and that is where I've been, and it's not been a fun place to be in. And I really, really, really wanted to escape. I just wanted to escape from everything, and particularly my job. I felt so useless. I've been working a couple jobs. I work at a restaurant part-time, which is fine because it kind of goes pretty quickly, and I have a lot of there's a lot of movement, a lot of high-paced work environment, which I really thrive on. But it's crappy hours, and being surrounded by food makes me super anxious a lot of the time. So that, while I've been doing it and I've been fine, and it's a job I've had since I was a sophomore in college, and that's been really, it's not bad. I have a lot of friends there, that was okay. But my desk job where I work at a greenhouse in the, it's just like an administrative position, was really taking a toll on me. 8 hours a day, it is 8 hours a day of sitting at a desk, entering orders, doing a lot of like menial tasks that seem so pointless to me, and nothing, like there's no upward mobility and there is just nothing for me there, and it has been stressing me out because I feel like people around me are moving forward with their lives and making these big decisions and having jobs and finishing school, and Michael, who's got a job he loves and does really well at it, and he's got no desire to go anywhere because he is where he wants to be. And for me, it's been really, really tough to live with working like crazy and feeling like I received nothing in return, and I just felt lost. And I have been working as an intern with a PR and marketing firm in the fashion industry, which has been fantastic, but because it's in the city, it has removed me from it, and I'm not really as involved as I want to be, and that's been really, really hard for me. And I know for a fact that that is what I want to do with my life, but getting your foot in the door has been incredibly difficult. And one of the things that I have discovered is that experience is such a big part of the work world that people discount everything else. And I am the kind of person, I don't have a lot of experience. I had to work my way through college. I didn't have a lot of internships or any of that, but I want in this industry so badly that I just need a chance, and that's been really hard to come by too. So rejection or not hearing from people, one after another, feels like there's this giant like 10-ton wall in front of me, and I've been pushing it and pushing it and pushing it with all my might, and nothing is working and nothing is moving it, and I just feel stuck and lost, and it's such a emotional toll on me that I just couldn't bear to do anything else. I was so depressed and just anxious and upset, and I didn't know how to get out of it. And thankfully I have had a lot of opportunities with Fashion Week to meet people and all that kind of stuff, which has been great, and I've really enjoyed it. And I have had interviews with other places in the city, and while maybe they won't work out, I'm actually in the process of applying to Parsons, the School of Design in the city, which I really, 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 fingers crossed, hope I can get some experience and some classes through them and everything. So I've been working really hard to move forward with it, but it's just been really, really hard. And I think it's kind of time for me to get back into this because it's such an outlet for me, and I just kind of have to just bear it all. And that's kind of what this video is for, just to explain where I've been and why I haven't been around. And it's rambly and probably no one will watch this, which is fine, and I don't mind, but I just really wanted to get something out there that's like a stream of consciousness for me to be like, yes, I am here, I am present, I am working on making my life better, and I'm working on doing things that I want to do, and just kind of putting what everyone else thinks aside and just going for it and putting my neck out there, and that is what it's all about. And I'm finally realizing that, and I'm finally making all of those decisions in the past few months. That is all I've been doing, is working for my dreams and working for my goals and setting goals for myself. But I've lost what makes me happy and relaxed, and that was this, and it's spending time with my friends, and it's going hiking with these beautiful fall leaves happening right now. All of that stuff is what makes me really, really happy, and I'm trying so hard to pay attention to what I need as self-care, because when I get in these moods, I tend to just work, and just hone in on what I want and just not look at anything else, and then I burn myself out, and I'm depressed and anxious and sad, and it's no fun. It's just shitty. So this channel is not going to be what it was, or is, but it's gonna be a little mixed up, a little extra bits and bobs thrown in there. I'm going to try and do a more casual weekly vlog where you guys are gonna see what I do in my day-to-day life and all of that stuff, and of course my kittens, and you know, my apartment, and just kind of like my regular life. And then I will have a little sit-down video, and we will talk about whatever is going on, whether it is brand new products from whatever store, or it's, you know, oh my god, I've had the worst week ever and I'm super depressed, and like this is what's happening in my life, or I heard this on the news and this is happening in politics and it's really pissing me off and we should all talk about it. Anything like that can go, and I really think it's important that we kind of it's lifestyle. Lifestyle is so honed in on YouTube sometimes, being like, it's, you know, your interior decorating and it's your fashion and it's all this kind of stuff, which it is, but your lifestyle is also your emotions and what's happening in the outside world, like the politics and your relationships with other people and the relationships you have with, you know, whether it's your pets or it's the relationships you have with like your family or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your you know, workmates or your schoolmates or whatever it is. Those relationships are huge parts of a lifestyle, and I sometimes feel like that gets left out of a lot of YouTube lifestyle channels, and I've been looking for it, so I am going to be giving it. And this is kind of like my intro, which is so long and rambly, and I'm apologizing because it's not going to get edited very much, I guarantee it, because I've just been talking and I don't really think it's going to be a streamlined edit. So it's going to be a long video, but I just want to thank you all if you've watched this all the way through, and I would love, love, love if you would subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to try and do one regular video and one weekly vlog a week, so it's 2 videos if the week is treating me right. If not, maybe it'll just be a vlog where I'm just whining the whole time. Who knows? But that is my goal, and I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe so you don't miss any of that, and let me know if there's anything that's really on your mind that you think would be a great topic to chat about. Leave that down below in the comments, and I will talk to you guys all again very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and welcome back to this channel.